Thank you for turning to NBC 10, the team you trust. This is NBC 10 News at 11.
A Rhode Island veteran who served with the famous Tuskegee Airmen receives a long overdue honor. Good evening, I'm Larry Estepa. We begin by calling them the Tuskegee Airmen, a group of hundreds of African-American pilots and support personnel who served in a segregated army during World War II and made history with their courage and conviction. One of those veterans recently honored, a Rhode Islander, shared his story with us. NBC 10's Liz Arago has our story from East Providence.
I salute you for the service to the United States of America.
President Bush salutes members of the Tuskegee Airmen. Late last week, he presented the legendary group of World War II aviators with the Congressional Gold Medal.
I was very proud to know that they finally get recognition after all these years.
George S. Lima became a Tuskegee Airman halfway through his college career.
But I was impressed that they had all these young black men from all over the country. Some of them were engineers, some were doctors.
Lima, who now lives in East Providence, served as the group photographic officer, capturing images of history as it unfolded. But when the war was over, Lima and the other Tuskegee Airmen quickly learned that little had changed at home.
When I got here to Providence, I went somewhere to get a beer, and they wouldn't even serve me a beer.
This after he had served his country.
After being in the war and being part of the Defense of America, they still had the same rules, and so we tried to work to change them.
Over time, things did change as racial segregation ended in the military and eventually the country. And Lima has worked for change for decades as a civil rights activist. Now, just a few days shy of his 88th birthday, he's working on a new project, the Black Air Foundation.
A lot of times the inner city kids don't have an opportunity to get into the air and to be a pilot, so we try to set up an organization to try to give them some introduction into becoming aviators.
So the next generation of pilots can learn from a man who is a part of aviation history. Liz Arago, NBC 10 News in East Providence.